I'm in a really happy space. I'm, having a great time. I just want to make music that's not serious, that people can have fun to.
You've got your debut studio album. I guess can you just tell me a little bit about making that and the creative process behind it?
I think I think it like this album just kind of taught me um a lot about following my gut and following my instincts, and like the phrase like leading with love, right? And leading with like passion, as opposed to conforming to what you think people may like or what people may be telling you to do. And I think if anything I learned, what took me so long to make it was those feelings of like, like I was like growing up in between it, and then you have people being like, I think you should go this direction, or I think you should do this, and then you're thinking like, okay, um, what do people expect from me next? What do people want from me next? And then it came to this point where I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do what I want to do and what I love, and I'm gonna make a project that I'm proud about and that I love. And um, it was funny because then when I put the album out, um, the immediate reaction, from fans was great, but it didn't have like the immediate reaction. Like we didn't have like a big song off of it or whatever. And then it was funny, like um 8 months later, Nights Like This, one of my favorite songs in
Mm.
the album, started like doing its thing and blowing up and became a big song. And it was like a weird, it was like almost like a weird, like, I don't know, like sign or something that is just like, see, like the biggest payoff is being able to be proud of something. And, I make music because I love it, not because I need gratification from it,
Mm.
right? Is what I love doing, and anything else on top, if something is a big song or something's a big album or something's like whatever, that's just like the extra, that's just like extras that come with it. But that's
Just a
not why
bonus,
we,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but that's not why we do it, And I think that's what that album told me. And I'm really grateful because that's now how I, without thought, approach things, It's like I'm only going to do things that I love and only do things that excite me. So,
And I guess that was kind of similar with your song Girls, like that was going,
yeah.
well, still is like going crazy, and especially on like TikTok. Like what was sort of like the inspiration behind that? And I guess, yeah, were you sort of surprised by how viral it went?
Yeah, I mean, I that song came about because I was just in the mood where I was like, I just want to like for a second just make some stuff that's just like not sad and serious, and like I'm in a really happy space. I'm, having a great time. I just want to make music that's not serious, that people can have fun to. And I definitely like, it's always surprising to see something like do its thing or take off or whatever, because you just never know, right? You just never know what's gonna do what. But I always like love that song, and I think everyone like around like the team was always really confident that that was a good song, and I think we just kind of led with that. And yeah, it was really cool to see like the reaction and to see people like it. It was, yeah, it's really cool.
And I guess, yeah, before you released it, there was, we had like snippets of it teased, like people were using like the audio, and it was on your like socials. And I guess like more singers sort of seem to be doing that with like new releases these days. I guess what do you sort of think about that as like a new sort of way of promoting music in a way?
I think it's cool. I think if anything I've learned about it though is that once you tease something, you gotta be ready to release it. I
Yeah.
think like, that's the thing I learned. And I actually like, I mean, I learned that just because like fans obviously don't love waiting for something after they hear it. They kind of want it, and I think that's important to like um like, yeah, like give it to them when they want it. But also I learned that like with the song Girls, because the song got leaked
Mm.
before able to even like, so the way that it started kind of popping off was through a leak, and people
Oh,
started using
okay.
like the leaked sound, and then we were kind of like, okay, now we just gotta like figure out a way to like put this out. So I really learned like, okay, like once something like is out there, like if people like have time to, we gotta be ready to just like get things out and just do it. So
Yeah, no, I think actually I remember that because I was like, "Is this even like one of your like your songs?" Like, I think when I heard it, I was like, "Is this like something that you're releasing?" But yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, and yeah, so you've completed the North American leg of your tour, and you covered so many cities. Like, what was that sort of like?
It was it's been crazy. I mean, touring in general is just like really I love it. You know, it's definitely like, you know, when you do it a lot, it's definitely pretty like tiring
Yeah.
and it's always funny because like whenever I like take a break and then I come back the first show, I always feel it like in my voice and in my body and I'm like, "Whoa, this is really intense." Because like once you get on a roll on tour, you don't like it becomes normal and you know, you don't realize like how like tiring it can be, but I mean it's so fun. I mean I love just being able to see like how people resonate with music in real
Mm.
time and see like what songs people gravitate towards to and why, you know, like I think that's like a really cool thing. So yeah, it's been awesome.
I guess yeah, when you come to Australia, are you like will you have much downtime or are you just like kind of yeah straight back into like going to the
Um
shows and whatnot?
I think we can be pretty like slammed.
Mm.
But I'm definitely gonna try and get some chill time. I would love nothing more than to just hang out for a second.
And yeah, so I guess you're like based in LA, I guess at the moment. How different is it to like being in Sydney, living in Australia?
It's definitely a lot different for sure. But you know, I have like my family over there with me. They came out there with me, so
Oh wow.
yeah, so that helps a lot, you know, being able to have that, you know, feeling of like family being, you know, closer.
Yeah.
Um but it's definitely yeah, it's definitely different. I definitely miss home a lot for sure.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate
Can't wait
it.
to see you in Perth.
Absolutely. Let's get it.